Yes, well, here we are again in the poor man's shop. Up in the loft today, me and Mr. Peaks, Pika, we're up here keeping warm. Went down below 30 last night. Woohoo. But yesterday, what I was able to accomplish was raking leaves all morning. And then after that, it warmed up pretty good. So I was able to glue up another block on our valve body. So that is inch and a half plus 3/4. So you're talking about 2 inches, 2 1/4 inches thick now. Glued up nice. I trimmed every side up just to square it up. I may change the design. I'm not sure yet. The problem is, I don't know if you can see, there's a half circle there. That's what's got to come out of this. And not having a milling machine with a fly cutter or an adjustable boring head. This is going to be a lot of stuff to get out of there accurately. Because that has to go sit over our cylinder like a saddle. So what I'm going to try is I'm going to make another one of these, only with one layer, and instead of making it 3 thick there, 3 layers, I think what I want to try, see how strong that DevCon stuff really is. I'll just take one piece like this, same size, just one piece though, and then put sides on it, and they would run the length of that piece. So it'd just be like 2 legs. Because you can see by that circle, I got enough meat that if it was sitting 3/4 on its edge, then all I'd have to do is trim out a little bit on the legs, intersect with this top piece, a little bit on this leg. I don't know, I'll try it. I'll glue it up and see what happens. It's all an experiment. Yeah, I mean, if I had a milling machine or a metal lathe, shaper, surface grinder, all kinds of things I could use to build this, but this is all hand work here, really, with a few modified power tools. And when you're using milling machines and metal lathes and all the metalworking equipment in a shop, you're trying to get within a thousandths, couple thousandths, 3/1000ths of an inch, I'm never going to get that close. I mean, that's minute compared to what I'm doing here. So we'll just keep on keeping on. I'll try a different. I'll keep this, but I want to try the other way first, just to see if it's rigid enough and can handle being formed with just two legs on each edge. I think we'll be all right. Because the whole thing gets then glued to the cylinder anyway, so that'll give it even more support. We'll try it. Hey, Mr. P, we'll give it a try. But anyhow, this will make a good something. And then, I think I showed this, I glued this up on the last video. There's two squares of plastic. But I had to sand down all the corners. And then that'll make this easier to turn once it's glued onto the plate that I'm making for the bottom of our cylinder. And this is the top, of course. It doesn't go here, but it will be attached to the plate that I'm making. Thusly. And then I'll turn it down till it's completely round, and then our piston rod will go right through the center of that, through the plate and into the cylinder, where the piston will then be attached. So that's what we're working on now. If it gets warm enough, I'll try to get down the basement and see if I can get this glued up to the end plate or this side of the cylinder. Get that done. And let's see, I think I showed me turning that plate. Oh, that was the other thing I did. I did get the plate finished on the one side with the register, so it'll sit inside here and not move around. I got the center section dished out for the faceplate, so I can flip the plate around and the faceplate will be in the same exact spot as it is now. And then I can turn it without worrying about anything. And I think what I'll do, since this is a piston rod side, it's going to have a rod going through. I want to make sure it's got enough stability. So I'm going to take that DevCon stuff while I'm gluing up that other valve body experiment. I will fill all the holes that are remaining on the bottom faceplate, even though they'll be facing inside. I don't want that to become a weak spot if it would. I think that DevCon stuff will make a good filler. It's hard as heck. So that's where we're at the moment. And I'll bring you back when I have more work done on that other cylinder plate. Toodles. Okay, here we are back in the shop here. Just wanted to show you the got the register. I know it's dark down here, but it's cold and don't think I'll be spending much time down here tonight. So here's the register to fit inside the cylinder. Here's the dished out area for the faceplate. So what I'm going to do is pull that off of there, and I'll I think what I'll do is I'll go ahead and flip the faceplate around, mount it, and glue on that piece that I made. This piece here. And see if I can get it glued up, mount it, and I doubt I'm going to do any turning tonight, so I'll bring you back. Just a hair undersize here. We gotta get that hole a little bigger. Get some electric here. Just a little bit bigger. Alright. Get my parting tool. Everything's alright. Alright, I'll try that. Gets dark so fast around here anymore. Let me get my wrench here. I just put a couple screws in here to do this. Oh, it was just a quick adjustment on the diameter. See if that fits in there now. Huh. That would be a no. Alright, let me make another adjustment here. I thought I transferred it the same. Diameter. Not quite sure why that didn't. Oh, it's just off a tiny bit. That's all. See, I marked it. Alright. So we'll just make another adjustment. I should try to see if I have another gear like this. I could make another faceplate. Okay. There we go. Still trying to devise some kind of tailstock that would, so I could mount stuff between here, between centers, and turn it around. That would be cool. Alright, let's try this. I think I'll take all this upstairs, clamp on and glue on that other piece, just because it's cool down here. I want that stuff to, okay, there it is. Yay, it fit in there. Perfect. Excellent. Very, very good. Okay, well, I don't think I want to mount that yet. I'll get the block glued on the other side and then mount that. Yeah, I'll do it that way. Okay, good job. Okay, me and Mr. Pika back with you here. Our last job for today. You saw me finishing the dish out for the faceplate. So what I did was I got the other side ready to glue the piston rod guide on, and just to give it extra strength, I sanded the shiny off of the surface there, just to give it a little bit, and then I did the same thing to this piece. Pika's hair keeps sticking to everything. But this PVC has a lot of static in it. But anyway, what I'm going to do, attempt to do anyway, is glue this up here in the loft, and that way it can be up here in the warm area, not exposed to the colder temperatures downstairs. I want this to be right. So we got the James 1 gun, and what I'm going to try and do here is, since we're almost at the end of our supply here, and I only need a little bit for this project, I'm not going to waste a nozzle on this. I'm just going to spooge it out and mix it up by hand and put it on there. See if I can get that to work. And then that will fill those holes that I was talking about earlier at the same time. So, and then I got a clamp here. So let me try to do this. Put that there. I don't know if you'll see any of this or not, but you'll get the idea. I'm just gluing. So, I'll put this over here at the moment. I need a some kind of mixing apparatus. So let me get back to you on that. Okay, we're back. Get this. Oh, I gotta mix it up first. Doofus. Yeah. That would be the first thing, Got our nail here. Mix her up real good. Alright. And we'll get our spatula. It's actually a composite shim. Alright. Get that worked into the holes before we mount anything. There we go. Works out nice. Just put a little coat on there. I don't think we need it, but do what the hell I want to do. Okay. I marked this so we can get it back in the right spot. Thusly, see if that's where we want to be. Okay. Make sure that's very, very tight. Let me take a quick measurement just to be on the safe side, make sure we're there. Before it sets up permanently. Yep, Yep. Yep. All right, we're there. Ladies and gentlemen, we are here. So there it is, all glued up. And we'll see what kind of damage we can do to it. Maybe tomorrow, I don't know, it's supposed to be cold again, so I think we're going to have more cold than warm days. So probably not a whole lot of shop work to do down there. But we'll keep trying, a little bit at a time. All right, excellent. I'll go set this all aside here. Okay.